anybody who loves our wonderful British royal family, we do know, of course, that the late Queen Mother truly enjoyed the worlds of show business. Whenever you saw her turning up at those royal variety performances, her eyes sparkled alongside those wonderful diamonds and pearls and everything else that she came greatly attired in. I like the fact that she dressed up for the theatre. She openly said that if you are going to see someone do their very best on a stage, then it's the gracious thing to do to turn up looking your very best to witness that and hopefully help them along the way with wonderful warm applause and encouragement. What a lady. And as many people who've met her and told me that, she simply was just a fabulous sort of person to have in the audience. There's no two ways about it. She often started off the applause, laughed when things were going slightly wrong, of course. For the comedian, they needed the audience back on side. She jollied things along. And I think you could see that, as I say, from all of those wonderful shows she attended. But why then did she decide to turn down tickets to see a megastar who came over to London for her debut in April 1951? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, in the very heart now of coming up to winter. I know, I'm dreading it. Don't worry, the coat's in the bag. I'm already looking after myself. Thank you for all your lovely kind words. Be safe out there. Listen, I know London very well. I could show you the secrets. There's no need to get involved in those marches or anything. You just need to know where to hide away. Do you know what I'm saying? It'll remain our secret. Yes, it is our secret. Yes. We'll have a wave. How are you? Yes. Thank you so much as ever for joining me. Nice to have your company. Yes, it's a strange thing, this particular story, because it was told to me by someone who was also on that particular bill. And it's fascinating when you think, because as I say, the Queen Mother adored show business. Now we're talking about April 1951. The Palladium really is at its height. It's the ace variety theatre of the world, and anyone wishes to appear there. One of the people that instigated that was none other than Danny Kaye, after an incredibly successful run for him in 1948, where he received royal patronage in the form of, well, everybody secretly from the royal family went in to see Danny Kaye. Huge fans in Princess Elizabeth and Princess Margaret. But in April of 1951, Judy Garland was making her debut at the London Palladium after a rocky time after being fired by her studio of 17 years, MGM. It seems like the film career had dried up. A Star is Born was yet to emerge. And more importantly, Judy had to prove once again that she could cut it in the world of vaudeville. Now, Val Parnell, the boss of the London Palladium, was very concerned because he knew that she was a very temperamental, shall we say, star. And he really was concerned that whether she could pull it off or not. Lots of people were getting behind Judy. Now, this is what truly happened. According to a very well-placed source, as Judy emerged from the Queen Mary transatlantic crossing, they said, oh, great news. Looks like we're going to have royalty on the opening night. Apparently, Judy almost passed out because this would just accentuate her nerves. She was already a very nervous performer. Quite simply, as Frank Sinatra said, though, Miss Show Business, the very best. And as the sort of time wore on and rehearsals, etc., a British co-star who I got to know quite well, Max Bygraves, was on the bill also. And he told me that Judy really was just absolutely panic-stricken with nerves. She felt that, first of all, nobody would come and see her. She didn't really realise how popular she was over here in England. You've got to remember, this is kind of her very first time appearing live in front of us on a stage. And then she was told that the Queen Mother, that's right, or should I say the Queen at the time, but we always call her the Queen Mother, was going to attend. Oh no, we couldn't have that. No, Judy, So the bottom line was Val Parnell very tactfully got word back to Buckingham Palace that this was going to cause extreme amount of nerves. Now, you may have thought that someone may have taken a bit of a huff, there you go, how dare you, we're offering to come along. Not so the late Queen Mother. Very tactfully, she said she perfectly understood and she wouldn't want to take the shine away from anybody. It was her night, her big focus. But how about in her place, she sent some of the fans of Judy who worked for her, a lot of the staff. And so she very kindly gave away the 6 or 7 tickets that would have been for the royal box. The staff went, and this was because, of course, the Queen Mother wanted to know how Judy was, the gossip, who was there. She loved all things show business. And what's interesting about this story is she also sent a bouquet of flowers anonymously and a bottle of champagne to wish the star all the very best. More importantly, the two did meet a little bit later on and at a Royal Variety performance in the latter part of the 1950s. And Judy Garland profusely said, I was just so nervous. And she said, look, I perfectly understand. You want to do your best. You did. You're a roaring success. Don't worry about it. Even I get nervous from time to time. And apparently Judy Garland, as told to her from Max Bygrave, said, really? You get nervous? And she said, absolutely. We all do. Don't worry about it. And that's the reason why the late Queen Mother missed out on the opening night of seeing Judy Garland at the world famous London Palladium. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.